everyone. Hi everyone. Well, I decided to do my letter from the editor message each month as a kind of video blog so that you can feel a more personal connection with me. That said, March was such an exciting month. We had a very successful launch of the magazine, and I want to give you a few statistics so you know where we are growth-wise. I also want to tell you which of our Top Chef recipes was the most highly rated as the best recipe for the month of for the month of March. But first, for those statistics. In our first month, we achieved 353 active members. We received 1,555 visits to the website with 8,406 page views. That's an average of 5.41 pages per visitor, which I believe is pretty high. And it looks like the recipes section was the most highly visited area of the site. To date, we are receiving 54.28% of our visitors from direct traffic, 42.44% from referring sites. Thank you very much, those of you who have links and banners to us on your pages. And 3.28% are coming from search engines. So that's really cool. All in all, I think that's pretty exciting for our first month. I know you're anxious to hear about which of our top chefs was most popular this past month, but first I want to tell you about the exciting new additions to our team. Joining us this month are our new top chefs, Annie Pio, Brian O of Raw in 10 Minutes, and Tina Jo of Splendor in the Raw. Also joining us is our wonderfully talented columnist, Ela Harrison Gordon, Raw Kids and Herbal Remedies specialist, Nicole Feta. I wanted to mention, have you caught her intriguing blog entries following her experiment treating her husband's diabetes with raw foods? It's pretty amazing. So if you haven't had a chance, check in on that. Check out her blog. And we're also welcoming California restaurant critic Renee Rubio. And last but not least, I'm very pleased to welcome Rio from New York Talk Radio, who is joining our team with her wonderful audio interviews. Okay, so for those top chef results. Our first month we had 5 top chefs, and here's the breakdown from member votes. So you guys voted, and so it's completely unbiased, at least from an internal perspective. And it's so interesting because we had 2 ties for 2 different positions. Even though we have 5 top chefs, we only have first, second, and third place winners, basically. Third place was tied with 5% of the votes each going to Matt Amsden's Coconut Turkey and Christy Morgan's Love Your Heartbeat Soup. Second place was tied with 18% of votes each going to Adam Graham's Rosemary Corn Shroom and Eric Albanese's Spring Blossom Salad. And the winner by a landslide of 55% of votes goes to Heathy Pace for her Zuccato. So congratulations, Heathy. You just really took that by a landslide. All of our top chefs did a great job, and I'm excited to see how the voting goes for April. So please do be sure to check out each recipe on the site and cast your vote, because that will help us to influence what kind of recipes you see in the future. And I'll be announcing the results again in next month's video blog. So we have some really fun, informative, and even a little bit edgy stuff for you this month. So please go ahead and take the time to do some reading through everything that you see on the site, and be sure to let me know what you think. Last but not least, there has been some major controversy surrounding agave nectar and how healthy it is or is not for our bodies this past week. So I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below whether or not this information has impacted the way you think about agave, and if you'll be changing your usage habits as a result of the information being publicized. So if you'll take a few minutes to just drop me a note in the comment section and let me know where you are with that. Do you use agave nectar? Have you used it in the past? And you're deciding, or maybe rethinking your usage of that in the future. Are you just going to reduce your usage? Will you be completely stopping your usage of agave nectar and maybe any other syrups or other sweeteners? Will you be adopting something like stevia instead? I'd love to know what your position is on that. So if you'll just leave me a comment on this page about that, that would be great. Alright, so that's it for this month. Thank you so much for listening, and know that I love to hear from you. So until next month, I'm your editor, Tracy Partridge Johnson, for 80% Raw, healing the world with food, one person at a time. Blessings and big hugs.